Hi guys, welcome back to this second episode in our 2D runner platformer series. Today we're going to be carrying on with our project that we started a few days ago. This is basically a 2D runner platformer game where you have a player that runs on some grass tiles, dodging and jumping over obstacles and trying not to get killed by enemies. So yeah, if you are new to us, my name is Gino and I make video games in my spare time. If you have not seen the first episode in the series, I suggest you should watch that if you want to. I would appreciate it. But yeah, I will put a link in the description for that, so please do give that a watch and a like. But yeah, in this episode we're just going to be carrying on with our game. Let's have a look at what we need to do. So I've gone ahead and opened up our project just to save us a bit of time. We are right where we left off yesterday. So yesterday, let's just have a recap of what we did. Yesterday we made our player move on the horizontal axis from left to right using the A and D keys, or the arrow keys on the keyboard. We also made it possible for our character to actually jump and fall back down onto the ground. We also added we added a restriction to the player, so if you can't jump unlimited amount of times. You can only jump once you're on the ground, which will just help with gameplay, so you can't jump out of the scene. But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of gameplay and let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to do today. So today we're going to be working on the background. We're going to set up our background images and make our scene look better. We are going to add in some other objects into our scene. We're going to set up pretty much the entire level, and then we're going to add in some animations for some of the objects like the torches and the enemies that we add into our scene. And yeah, then we will probably work on some collisions as well between the different objects. Okay, so before we did that, yesterday we set up our tile palette, and if you have a look here, if we go and select a tile to paint on our scene, you can actually see that the tile is actually a lot bigger than our individual cell. So we're actually going to go ahead and change this today, just to make it a lot easier to follow and just makes more sense. So what we want to do is we just want to open up our tile set, change the pixels per unit, let's say about 210. Let's see what that gives us. Let's go ahead and apply that. Now this is going to mess things up, but we'll fix them straight away. So let's just go ahead and erase all of our tiles. We're going to re-add them because we're going to redo our full scene and set up our level very nicely now. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, so see, that's a lot better. So now, okay, we could go a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's do that quick. Let's go ahead and open our tile palette. Let's go to 225 maybe. Apply that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it like that. So let's go ahead and set up our scene. So basically we're only gonna be creating one level. It's very short. It's probably gonna be, I think there's gonna be two stair things to climb on, maybe a hole in the floor, and we'll put an enemy in it, and then yeah, basically our character just has to run to the end, and then that's it basically. Very simple but fun. So let's go ahead. We're going to start by creating some floor over here for our character to stand on. Then we can go ahead and create like a hill so that they have to jump over. So if we let's go ahead and select something else. How about this one? Yeah. So if we do that, no, that's the wrong one. This one. There we go. So at the moment we're just selecting different tiles and painting them onto our scene however we want them to look. You have the freedom to do whatever you want here. You can make it look however you want. Basically we're just going to be painting a whole lot of tiles onto our scene, adding in some trees, some crates, some fire, just things to make it look really nice. So you have the freedom to do whatever you want here. If you want to make it the same as mine, go ahead. If not, that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and add in some of this. Add in some spikes so that the player has to jump over that. And then we can go ahead and add in some stairs over here so the player has to run up. Let's go ahead and add some platform there. And then let's go ahead and add some more stairs. Just make it as crazy as you want it, really. Then what we can do, not that. Let's go ahead and add in a drop off over here, I think. So if we create a yeah, let's do that, and then we'll have a slight drop over there. Create some more. Let's have a look. What does that? Not that. What does that look like? So the player starts over there. Actually, let's go ahead and play this and see if it works. There we go. So player starts over here. You have to jump over this platform. Okay, we need to change our jump, but we'll leave it for now. Then up the stairs. Yeah, that looks good for now. Let's go ahead and try and finish this. Let's go to the end. We need to change to this. We need to change this over here. Add in something that makes it look better over here. So let's go find a tile for that. Let's see. Where do we have a tile? We need probably this one, maybe. Yeah, that one looks better, and then that one. Perfect. And on the other side, we need to add one of these over there. And then we can carry on with our scene. So let's see. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add in some more spikes to our scene. We'll put this over there, and then we'll create another platform over there, and then another set of spikes over there. We'll probably add in a torch or something over here as well, just to make it look cool. Alright, this is coming along, so let's go ahead and add in some flat level platforms, and then we can, should we add in some more spikes? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We'll have a little platform right here, just like that, which will allow the player to jump from here to there. We'll probably add a little coin in here so the player can collect that and then jump off of it again and then onto the platform again. So if we add that there, yeah, that looks fine. This over there, and then just carry on with our flat platform. We're going to make this quite long. We're going to add some coins and some background objects. Let's not do that. Alright, so, and then towards the end of the scene we want to create a little hole. We're going to create like a little hole just over here, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put in an enemy in the form of a spider. It's going to run up and down between the two ends of the hole. What we can do is we can also, let's go ahead and add in some spikes as well. So let's get this one, put that there. And then we have to add, okay, let's do that, and then we will, no, we have to get rid of that, so because we're not going to have a platform here, we're just going to have a patch of dirt. Wherever that is, that's over here. So if we add that there and there, well, this will allow our player to jump from here onto there and not get killed by the spikes. But then it will also allow the player to jump from here onto the stairs that we're going to put up here, and then is going to be able to run off into the distance and end the level. So let's get some stairs in our scene. Let's put them like that. That should be fine. And then from that we are we are going to end off our scene right here, just by simply adding a little bed and maybe a coin at the end of the scene. We'll see how it goes. Well, for now let's go ahead and close off the scene. So here we're going to add in some walls so the player can't go any further. We need to add this one here, and then let's go ahead and work on closing up the ceiling, because we're going to make this look like it's kind of in a cave, but like an open cave, so you can actually see out into the distance beyond it. But for now let's go ahead and add in some roof. So let's just add all of this. Quickly we need to add one of these over here so it makes it look nice. And then we're gonna just carry on with all of these. And then when we get to this point, we actually want it to dip a little bit. So let's go. Why is this not? There we go. So let's say we'll just make it dip one level. Then we'll go like this. No, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Okay, so we need. Which one do we need? It's always tricky to find which one fits in the right place. But we're trying. Is it this one? It is in the corner, but not this part over here. So let's see. Where is it? It's not this one, is it? No, that's going in the wrong direction. There definitely is one that fits. We just need to find it. Why can I not find it? Is it this one? No, it must be this one. No, still not that one. Huh. Interesting. This one. Yeah, there we go. That one fits there. And now we need to find one. Wait. Okay, so we don't have one like that. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to move all of this up one level. Like that. And then we'll have to. I'll show you. So let's do this. If we go ahead and add, not that one. Where is it? This one. Add that like that, and then we'll move. We will move all of these up one level. So let's just go ahead and do that and put that all over there. Like that. Copy that one, put that one over there, and then fix that. And then go ahead and delete all of those. I'll have to replace those. So this will allow us to add in our curve at the top and then also at the bottom over here. So now we have to find that again because I've lost it. So this one goes over there, and then we need another curve at the bottom, wherever that is. Curve in the bottom left. Isn't this one? There we go. That's the one. We found it. We got it. So now just before over here we're gonna have to go back up because the player is gonna have to jump up here, so we're gonna need a higher ceiling. So now we need to do the opposite, so we're gonna need this one, and then also we need the opposite of that one, which is this one, and then we're gonna have to curve out again and then get some flat dirt. So we're gonna have a straight line over here, and then let's see what the rest of our scene looks like. So that looks good. So let's go ahead and we can make it dip again, I think, just so that it's not all of a straight line and looks a lot better. So if we go out like this and then dip maybe 1 or 2 levels, yeah, I think, yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and dip 1 more, just like that. And then what we want it to do is we want to just go straight like that, straight as far, and then we'll have to go up again, which is this one, I think, yeah. So once you know how and which tiles to use, it becomes a lot quicker, but finding the first tile, especially the ones that you use in corners, is quite tricky. But yeah, we got the hang of it. So let's go ahead and finish this. So now we're gonna have to go down a little bit, or do we? Let's see. Okay, so here is the beginning of the scene. So if we'll make it so that the player starts on the outside. So we'll probably end the ceiling around over here somewhere. And then, yeah, so it basically looks like the player is walking into the cave. So let's go ahead and just end this off. Probably, if we go, yeah, we'll end it off over here. So let's go, let's do something different. Let's go like that, just to make it look cool. We will do that, and we used the wrong one again, so we'll place that like that. And then something like this. So let's see, now we need this one, and then one of these. So there we go. I think that looks good for now. We'll leave that like that for now, and then if we want to change something later, we can always do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and play this and see what it looks like. So obviously you can see the tiles and the background is a bit weird, but we will fix that. So if we go ahead, jump over that, got some spikes, we've got the ceiling. Let's see, let's carry on. Carry on, looks good so far. So here we're gonna add in a spider that's gonna run from the end of the left side all the way to the stairs and just go back and forth and back and forth, and basically our player that you control, you have to dodge it by jumping into the sand and maybe jumping over the spider. And then over here we're just gonna have a little bed that's kind of represents the end of the scene. But for now, let's go ahead and fix all of this, and we'll just add in some plain dirt around it so that we can't see the background. So if we go back to our scene view, it looks dark already, but it's not. So let's go ahead and just paint some plain. You can't really see it, but it is being painted. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's how it works. So you can basically just paint it all on and hope that you're doing the right thing. And I think we messed up a little bit over there. So let's go ahead and find a tile that will fit over there. So we need a curve in the top left, wherever that is. This one. There we go. I'll add one over there as well. Do we need any more curves? I think that's it. That looks like it. Yeah, that's it for now. So if we click on there, we can actually see our collider. So these green lines are basically the colliders, so it means that there's a block there, so that's what we're going to use it for now. But it basically means that the player cannot go through the green squares, which is why whenever we play the game you can see it falls onto the grass and can't go any further down because he is colliding with the collider. So let's carry on. Okay, that's popped out. Put that back. So let's carry on building our... What is happening? Okay, there we go. So let's carry on building our set. So over here we want some in the ceiling as well, so you can't see that. Okay, I think I just ruined that, so let's start again. Some over there, zoom in, over there. So you can add in as many as you want. For us, we're going to be adding a background as well, but the background is going to be quite light. So we're just going to make it a little bit wide. I think maybe say about there, and then this is just so that it hides the background when the player is moving. So to make this faster, let's just go ahead and copy that and just paste it like this. A lot faster. So just like that. Okay, like that. Let's just go one more, just to be sure. Just like that. You know, let's just do one more. There's no harm in doing one more. And then we need to add some at the bottom as well. So let's go here. Just like that. So this is basically going to hide all of the blue in the background, so that when the camera moves with our player, you will not see it, and it makes our game look so much better. So I'm gonna have to change that again because I think I've just messed it up, but we'll do that, not a problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to our stairs because I think I messed it up. Did I? No. Okay. That's all good. So if we play this, you'll see now that you can't really see the blue except for the left over here. We haven't done that, but we'll leave that like that for now. So if we go ahead and control our character, you can see there's the ceiling. I need to fix that because I messed that up. So yeah, I need to add that block because we missed one apparently. Why is it not moving? Okay, so yeah, that's looking good so far. All good. We really need to fix this movement because it's terrible. But yeah, this is going to be at the end of the scene, so yeah, that's good enough. Once you reach the end, you can't really see the blue on the side. So that is perfect. So let's go ahead and save that, just in case. And then we need to replace, where was it? Over here somewhere. Because we forgot to put it in, I think it was over here somewhere. Is that right? Okay, we'll check it later. Let's go ahead and fix that just so that we don't see it. It looks a lot better. And then we need to fix these corners. So we need a curve on the bottom left. Bottom left, yeah. So where is the bottom left curve? That's the top left. There it is. Bottom left, bottom right. Where else do we need one? Not there, not there. You know what? It's easier just to play the game. Look. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's see what we need to fix. So everything looks good so far. That looks better. Much better. Okay, so there's a block that we need to fix. So just after the curve. So there's the beginning. So there it is. Found it. You can see it by it doesn't have a green square around it. So now it does. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Is everything right in the stream? I think so. Alright, so let's play. Everything looks good. Looks good so far. Get stuck. We need to fix this controller. It's not working properly. But yeah, so far so good. Everything looks good. So that's perfect. There we go. So that's a basic level setup done. Let's go ahead and see what's next. Finish setting up the tiles for the level. Restrict the player from moving left. Okay, so for this, I think we're gonna delay this once again. Maybe we'll do it at the end. No, we'll do this in the next video because this video is already half an hour into it and it is... our next video is kind of short, so we'll leave that over there. Put that over here. So what's next? Let's go ahead, add backgrounds to the level. So let's go ahead and add the backgrounds. Alright, so to do this, let's go and create an empty object and call this backgrounds. So for this we're going to be adding in our background images. Let's go ahead and find them. There they are. That's not how you spell background, so let's go ahead and change that. Whoever did that. So we're gonna make, I think it's a snow, yeah, a snow background. So let's go and add this. We can probably move this over here somewhere. So we're just gonna duplicate this image and then put them alongside each other. Just so it looks like it's a continuous background. Put this under backgrounds and then copy and paste that, and then we will move that to a point we think it looks seamless. So I think roughly over here looks good. So we'll copy and paste that again and then move it down more. So this is probably a bad way to do it, but for the sake of this game, we're just gonna copy and paste the images. It just makes it a lot simpler and yeah, it's just quicker. But yeah, that's bad practice, don't do that if you're gonna publish a game. So yeah, that's the backgrounds done. So now we are going to reset the Z position of that to 0, and then in there we're gonna set all of these to, I don't know, we're gonna move them back quite far. So let's go with 3D. So you can see, so this is, let's try and get there. Somehow, okay, let's just press, if we do that, it'll focus on there. Okay, so as you can see, the backgrounds wherever they've gone, are quite far back from our level, which is exactly what we want. We want them to be in the background. So let's go ahead and set them at, we'll go ahead and set them at 20, just so that they're back. And then we want to go, actually no, that's done. So if we play that, what does this look like? So yeah, that looks better. We might have to change, we might have to lift it up a little bit, just because we saw over here when you jump you can actually see the back. Actually, I'm just going to make it a lot easier and just copy and paste it again. So let's go ahead and copy and paste that, and we can, if we just lift this up and send it to the back of 21 maybe, and let's just lower that down so you can't see the mountain. So that should be fine, although now it's in front of our game, so that doesn't make sense. Let's see, is that happening in the game or is that just a scene? Okay, no, so that's just in the scene, so that's fine. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, let's go back to our scene view. What we have to do is put that back over there. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that for now. But let's go ahead and see what's next. So, redo the section of the level to include a hole, which we've done, because that is this section over here. Put that back on 2D. This is where we're going to have our spider in the hole. Add a spider enemy into the new hole. Well, let's do that. Okay, so let's just work on finish the end of the cave, add the spider, add the remaining scene elements, start working on animation. So let's go ahead and decorate our scene now, so it looks like a proper game. So for this we're going to add in some trees, some house, or a house at the beginning of the scene, so you basically walk out of a house, and it doesn't really make sense, but you walk out of the house and you go and look for a bed in the cave. It's just the game. Okay, but what I want to do, I just want to add in some extra land over here just to make it look longer, and then we will go ahead and add in our house. So now let's go ahead and find all the pictures that we need. So I think they're under objects. Actually, we can just search house. If we increase this, we can see what they look like. So we want any house really, but let's go for house 3 maybe. So if we drag that in, and create it, get empty, and let's just say scene objects, drag in our house and put that underneath there. So we want our scene objects to be in front of our background, so we don't want it to be more, we don't want the Z value to be greater than 20 or 21. So we'll keep that at, yeah, let's just keep it at 1 I think. Just so that makes sure that our character, this guy, is in front of the house when he runs across it. So for the house we want to lower that down a little bit just so it looks like it's sitting on the floor. I'm going to move that down a bit because we're going to add in some trees. So we'll put that there. Let's just go ahead and lower our player just so it doesn't look like he spawns in the middle of the air. And then let's go ahead and add in some trees. Okay. Tree. Let's add in tree 1. Put that over there. Set that to 2, so it's behind the tree. Behind the house, sorry. We can move that to, let's say, about there. Yeah, let's leave it there. And then we can add in some rocks. Rock 1 maybe. We'll leave that there. Add this to 2 as well, so it's behind the house. And then we can add in some plants. What is it? Grass maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and add in some grass. We'll leave that there. We'll put this one, make it there somewhere. Basically anything you want, just make your scene look good, I guess. We want a leaning tree. Oh, actually, let's go for this tree. Let's put this tree over here. And then we'll set that to 2 as well, so it looks like it's growing out of the ground. And then now we want to add some torches and some lanterns. Torch, I think it is. No, let's go ahead. Let's just go and find it. We'll be here forever. Gate. There we go. Lantern. Let's go for lantern on. We'll stick a lantern up here. We'll set that to 2 as well. Moving along, we can go ahead and add some crates. Is it a crate? Yeah. We can add a crate into our scene. Let's go and add 2 maybe. Copy and paste. Yeah. So let's add in 2. Set both of them to Z value of 2. And then what we can do after that is we can add in some like ceiling supports. I don't really know what they're called, so we're gonna have to search for them. Timber brace, that's what it's called. So add in a timber brace over here. We will have to make that bigger. Stretch that out like that. And set the Z value to 2 so it looks like it's behind. Perfect. Let's make that a bit skinnier because we stretched it. And then we can add in another one over here. Add in a timber brace. Let's move it up. We're gonna have to stretch that out again. Set the Z value to 2 so it looks like it's behind. And then, what else? Let's go ahead and add in. We can add in. Let's go and add in like a straight timber brace over here. Stretch that out a bit, narrow that a little bit, and then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, set the Z value to 2 so it's behind, so it doesn't look like it's just floating there. And then what we can do here is we can add in another timber brace, stretch that out, and we can add in like a little shelf to it. Set the Z value to 2. Let's just make that a bit narrower. Let us find a shelf, wherever that is. Let's call the shelf. That's not the one I want. Let's see. Anyway, let's leave that for now. Yeah, that's not the one we want. So if we add some, let's add some torches. Some torches to our braces. Just make it look good, I guess. You don't really need it because it is an outside cave, but for the sake of this tutorial, we will add them because we are going to make them animate anyway, so they will look like they're burning. So and it also just looks cool. let's go ahead and put that there. Do we have any more? We do. Put this guy up there. Do we have any more? I don't think so. That's it up there. What I will do though is I will add in the bed that we need and put this guy right over there. So this is this section of the map or the level is just going to be the end. We're just going to add a bed in because I don't know, like represents the end of the level, I guess. We will be adding in some coins onto the level so that the player can walk around and collect these coins, and then we'll display like a coin value in the top left of the screen. But for now, let's go ahead and finish our scene. So if we add in some, let's go ahead and add in some rocks. Let's see, is this one good? Yeah, that one's good. Add this guy there, maybe rock. Okay, that's big. Let's go ahead and delete that. That's a bit big. Delete that. Maybe if we... Okay, let's go rock. Does that give us more rocks? Or stone? There we go. So let's... Okay, but they're different colour. Let's go ahead and delete that one then, and then we can add in some different shaped rocks like that. There we go. So for all of these, we're gonna drag them into our scene objects so that they're all under the same parent. And then we need to find this shelf. What is it called? There it is, platform. There you go. Found it. It's a platform, but we're gonna use it as a shelf. We're gonna put some stuff on it. So we'll add in a potion. Let's see what else we can add. Sack one. No, we'll put that on. No, we won't put that on the floor because we want to put a sign over there that says danger. So let's go ahead and select all of those, move these down, and then over here we're going to add in a sign that represents danger, so don't go there. 2, let's just go ahead and set all of these to 2 so they're all on the same level. Drag and drop these into our scene objects. Put a skull on the platform. Okay, so our scene is coming together. So I think, let's see, where are we at? We are currently at 43 minutes, so I think we'll leave that like that for now, just so that we can crack on with the next things. So we'll save that, and then we need to start working on the animations for like the torches and then the enemies as well, which we forgot to put in, so let's just drag and drop the enemies in quick. So we want to add in an enemy over here, so we want to add in a boar over here, and we're going to scale him down because that's quite big. Let's make him like that, I guess. And then in the hole that we created, we're going to add in a spider. So this guy is just going to walk basically like that, up and down, up and down. So let's go and make him slightly smaller. Like, is that better? Yeah, that's fine. Let's put him over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and create these animations. So spider, let's see, idle, no, run. So we want to create this. We want to create the spider animation. So let's go create create empty spider. Let's go enemies. And then we'll drag and drop in our spider and our boar into the enemies. So let's go ahead and select our spider, create a new animation, expand this, let's see, animations, player, let's go, create an enemies folder. In here we're going to go spider, and all the spider animations will go in the spider folder, spider underscore idle, and I misspelled that, so let's, can we change it? Actually, let's just go and just redo that. Actually, I'll do that later. That's a waste of time. We'll have to deal with that for now, but let's go and get in our spider run animation pictures. So let's go drag and drop those in. Go and play that. So it looks like, okay, running a bit too fast, so we'll spread that out a bit. A little bit too fast, so we'll spread that out slightly more. Okay, a little bit faster. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So that's going to be an animation for our spider while they walk. We are not going to create the idle animation just because our spider's going to keep walking from side to side, so there's no need really. So let's go to our boar, and for him, excuse me. For him, he's also just going to walk up and down this platform like this between these two posts. So we only really need to create one animation for him, and yeah, this is supposed to be spider run, not spider idle. But anyway, we'll fix that later. So let's go to animations, create new folder, boar, and here we want boar underscore run. So let's go and find our boar wherever he is. There it is. So we want run. Basically, do we want? Yeah, we want all of them. So drag and drop. I know this is going to be too fast anyway, so we'll go ahead and separate that. So that looks good. Let's separate that out a bit. Yeah, that's better. So that's looking good. That's looking very good. And then for our torches, we want to add in the flame animation. So let's go ahead and find our torch. And we are going to rename these to torch. Yeah, we'll name them to torch so that they all animate the same. We'll create an animation, go back to our animations, click new folder. Let's go scene object. Actually, let's go, yeah. We'll do that for now, and then here we'll go torch. Yeah, just torch because we only have one animation. So let's go and add in our animation. So we need to find our torch. So it's not going to be under enemies, not under main character, maybe under animation, chest, crate. Where's torch? Where's torch? There it is. So if we select all of them, drag and drop them into our animation, let's go ahead and see if this works. So that doesn't work. Does it work on any of them? No, it's not going to work because we're not selected. We haven't selected any of them. So we need to separate that out a bit. So that's a bit strange. Let's go and see why this is not working. So if we okay, so I think, yeah, we just need to spread that out quite a bit, I think. So that, and spread this out a bit, I think. Or is it, Or is it the other way? Does it need to be closer? Let's pause that, select them, put them closer, maybe. Let's see, why is this not working? Okay, so that's way too fast, so how about let's just do one. Where have we got an animation on? Which one? So we got an animation on 3. So let's go to this. First of all, that's not in the right place. This needs to be 1. We'll set all of them to 1 just so we can see them. And then give them all the property of torch. Create animation. Let's go, where is it? Animations. Scene objects. And torch. Why is it underscore? Let's just go torch flame, just to be different. And then drag and drop in our animation images and play that. Does that look better? That's much better. We can go ahead and spread that out a bit. Okay, cool. So that's looking good. So let's just go and add that to these guys. Torch. And then in here, we want to copy this component and paste it onto this guy. Then what is it? It is a animator. Okay. So we'll go ahead and remove this component and try and add it now. There we go. And then we want to just paste component values, so hopefully that will work. So let's go ahead and test that. So now our flames should all be working. If I've done it right, so that one's working, that one's also working, and so is that one. Perfect. So our ball is running. We're going to make him run up and down in the scene later on, but at least the animation is working now. The spider is also working. We're going to fix him later. So yeah, that's basically all the animations. Is there any animations we need to do at the beginning of the scene? No, I don't think so. Let's go focus on the player. So let's see what's next. Start working on the animation. So done that. We'll do the coin. Let's just do the coin now, shall we? Might as well. So to do this, we are going to make an empty. Call that coins. And then we need to add our coins in here. There they are. So let's see, where do we want to add a coin? We want to add a coin over here, so probably. Let's see, coin 1 goes underneath coins. We will copy him and paste. Put another one over there. So these are just something for the player to collect along the way. Make it a bit more exciting. You can add as many as you want. I'm just going to add in a few. Add in, let's say, 3 over here, maybe. Add 1 up here. And then just a few more here. And then 1 in the hole, so makes it a bit tricky. And then a final one right here by the bed. We'll make this one so you have to jump and get it. So we'll add this one over here. So hopefully that's high enough and not too high so the player can actually reach it. So those are the coins, so let's go ahead and create the coin animation. Again, into the animations folder, new folder, coin. Let's go coin. Select all our coin images, drag and drop them into our animation. And does that work? Which one are we doing on? The first one, so let's go ahead and play that. So that's working nicely, but a bit too fast. Is that better? Separate it a bit more. Okay, that's fine. So now what we want to do is we want to copy this again and add this component onto here and paste the value. So that should allow all of our coins to start rotating just like that one is. Let's go ahead and see. So, and no, they're not working, so let's see why that is. Okay, so our animator is disabled, so that should work. So hopefully this works now. Let's go ahead and see. First one's rotating nicely, second one, third one, all of them. Yeah, perfect. Great. Okay, so all our coins are working really nicely. So now we can add in the movement of our enemies. So to do this, we need to create some new scripts. Or we'll create one script and call it enemy, and we'll attach that script on both of them, just like that. So create this, and then let's go ahead and open up that script. Where is it? So this one. Put that in our scripts folder and open up that one. Okay, so let's see what we have to do here. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay, so what we want to have is, let's zoom out a lot. Okay, not do that. So for the boar is going to move from the left, what's this called, the post, to the right post, in between these posts. Just go from left to right, back and forth. Very similarly, we want the spider to move back and forth from the stairs to the end of the hole. Back and forth, rotating and facing the direction of travel, just like our player does. So to do that, what we want to do is we want to open up that script. So that is over here, and we want to get a reference to both of these enemies so we can determine which one we're controlling. So let's go serialize field, what is it, game object, call this enemy, can you see this? Yes, you can. Okay, great. And then what we want to do is we want to get access to the image as well, so that we can flip it just like we did with our player. So copy and paste that. Let's go right, sprite, renderer. Why is it not coming up? There it is. Let's just pull that SP. Oh, SR. Yeah, SR makes more sense. Okay, and then because we want to determine the direction of travel, we're going to need to create a boolean. Call that direction, and set the direction right. So if it's going in a right direction, we're going to set this to true. If not, it's going to be set to false, and it will flip the character or the enemy to face the other direction. Next thing is we need to get a a point in which the enemy decides to rotate and start walking the opposite way. So basically like a boundary. So for that we're going to go float, let's go left minimum, I think, is that a good name? No, not left, let's go minimum of x, because it's going to be in the x value, and let's go max of x, that makes more sense. So that's going to be over here. When the spider gets to here, it's going to reach its minimum x value, and then it's going to rotate, and it's going to start walking back towards its maximum x value, and then it will flip and then keep going between these 2 points. Same with the ball. Once it reaches its minimum x value, it will turn around and move towards its maximum x value. And then what we want to do is we want to add in a speed for both of our enemies, and this is just going to control the speed at which it moves between these 2 points. So let's go, we'll just call it speed for now. We don't want this to be too fast, so let's just set that to 2F for now. And then, so now we can actually start controlling the movement. First, for the flip of the direction of travel, it's going to be exactly the same, so I'm just going to copy that. I'm just going to paste this over here, but I'm going to change this slightly to flip enemy and paste that in update, so it is called whenever the value changes. And let's go flip and enemy on travel direction. Flip enemy, we can change that to our no, that needs to be the same. We need to add in a rigid body to our enemy, so we'll change this to sprite renderer. You know what, to be consistent, let's just go and keep that like that. So that's fine. And then we need to add in a rigid body to our, what am I doing? To our enemy. So let's go rigid body 2D, link that to rigid body, and then let's just go ahead and fill in some of these values so far so that we don't forget. So let's start with the boar. Let's go ahead and focus on him. Okay, so some of these are assigned but never used. So the enemy, we're going to drag and drop in our enemy. We're going to add in a rigid body 2D in there, drag that into there, and then we'll drag and drop our sprite renderer in there. Do the same with our spider. Drag in our spider, drag in our sprite renderer, and let's go ahead and add in our rigid body, drag that in. Perfect, so that's looking good. What's next? So now let's go ahead and code in the movement. But first of all, because we've only created one script for both enemies, we're going to need to know which one we're controlling, because they're both going to have different minimum x values and maximum x values. So what we want to do is we want to go if the enemy name is equal to, let's say, spider, then we want to do this with it, and then else, can't even spell it either, else if enemy dot name is equal to the boar, we're going to do something else with it. So let's go ahead and create these read only string spider is equal to spider. We're going to have to name our enemies in the inspector. So if the enemy enemy's name is a spider, we're gonna set the minimum X value to something. We'll just set it to 0 for now, and the maximum X value to 1. We're gonna change those now. We just need to figure out what these values are quickly. And then if it's the boar, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but set the values differently. So let's go ahead, and in our update function we can start programming the movement of our enemies. So let's go if direction is right, which meaning if the enemy is going towards the right, what we want to do is we want to go transform transform that translate excuse me transform that translate vector to dot right, which means it's going to move to right. We want to times this by our move speed, which is speed, times time dot delta time. And then if our movement is not in the right direction, let's go else. Go ahead and copy this, and then the only thing we need to change is vector2 dot left. So that should allow our enemies to move between the two X and Y points. So let's go ahead and add in our restrictions. So if transform dot position dot x is greater than or equal than the max of x, we want it to rotate. So we need to change our direction right value to the opposite of what it is. So let's go ahead and say direction right is equal to false. 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 There we go. You got it. And then if our transform dot position dot x is less than or equal to the minimum of x, we want to set our direction of right to be equal to true. Equal to true. Okay. So that is it for our movement. Set restriction. No, what's this? Let's just go change direction of enemy, and then here we want to go move enemy. So yeah, I think that's it for our movement. So let's go ahead and see if this works. So let that load up. Let's go ahead and see if this works. So if we're gonna have to control our player to get there. Okay, so our enemies are no longer in our scene. Oh, that is because we have not set our minimum x and minimum x and maximum x values yet. So for the let's get pen and paper. For our spider, we wanted to move from here, which is the minimum of x, which you can see is minus 2.9. So let's just go, what does minus 3 give us? Yeah, so minus 3 is fine. Minus 3. And then we'll have a maximum value of 2.3. And then for our boar, we can have him move from over here, which is, let's just go -16, all the way to there, which is -6. So let's go ahead and pop those values in and see if that works. So for the spider, we want our minimum X to be -3 and 2.3 for our max X. For our boar, we want the minimum to be -16 and our max to be -6. So this should work. Let's go ahead and see if this works. Let's go ahead and play that. So let's see. So our boar, so that's not working, they've disappeared. But are they moving though? That's the question. So you can, as you can see, that the X value is changing, so it is moving, but that's not, those are not the values that we put in it. So let's see. And so is the spider, but those numbers are way smaller than what we put in. Okay, let's go have a look. So transform the move enemy. Change direction of enemies. Let's see. Let's transform. Maybe let's try local position on X. Let's try that. Let's see if that makes a difference. Hopefully that works. Otherwise we got some debugging to do. So let's see. So these values are a lot smaller, so let's go see where that is. Let's just play our game, because clearly that's not working properly. Let's see. We need to change the what's it called? The gravity in the game, because it's not working properly either. But let's see. Let's pause that. Let's have a look why this is not working. Max X and minimum X. First, okay, before we do that, any of this, let's go here and print out debug.log the. Oh, I know why this is not working. So we have not set the name, so this needs to be boar. I think this is why it's not working. Spider. I hope that's why it's not working. That would make sense. Let's go ahead and see. No? Let's see. That doesn't make sense. It's moving on the Y axis, but not the X axis. Let's see, player. Let's go. Let's see if we select our enemies. Let's select our spider and go. Okay, so it's just falling down. Oh, maybe that is because but it shouldn't be, because there's a collider on the floor. So that should be working. Interesting. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look quickly? Okay, I know. I think I know. So apparently we need to add a collider. So for our, what are we on, boards, add a circle collider 2D. Let's click on the bore. Let's go ahead and edit this. It's a bit too big, so if we do that. We think that's, no, let's go. Remove that, we'll add in a capsule collider 2D. No, we won't. We will add in a. Let's try this again. Let's just go for block collider. So at least that we can shape it a little bit better. So we'll just do that, just like that. And then for our spider, we can go. Will a circle collider work? Yeah, should do. So let's go edit that. Okay, so that should be fine. So hopefully things will work now. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so that is working, just not how I expected it to work. Okay, interesting. So at least they're staying on the scene. So let's go and have a look. Oh, we need to uncomment that. Maybe that works. So that should allow our enemies to move up and down between the two starting points and ending points. So let's have a look. Hopefully this works. There we go. Although it's not flipping them. It's not flipping them according to the direction, but at least they're working. Let's see. Okay, so they are definitely going from point A to point B, except for the spider. The spider's been weird. Okay, that's good. They're colliding with our player. Let's see what's happening with our. Oh, okay. So let's go and freeze our rotation on constraints. Freeze. We don't want it to go up, and we don't want it to rotate. So let's see. Does that work? So this should work. So everything's working except for the still not working. Okay, we need to fix that as well. So let's go ahead and look at the spider. Why is the spider being weird? Okay, so I think that is because it's colliding with the spikes of the ground. So we need to try and figure out how to fix this. So if we have a look at maybe I'm gonna try something simple. Probably shouldn't be done this way. but if we set that to 0, and then we set this to 2, then it looks like it's behind the spikes, which actually looks better. And then let's see if that works. Okay, so it's still colliding. It's colliding with the spikes, which is not great. If we lift it up, maybe that will work slightly.
Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best.
So it is working, it's just colliding with some of the spikes. So we need to figure out how to fix that. Or we could just leave it how it is, just because it's taking a long time to figure it out. So yeah, I think for now we'll just leave it like this because we've got other things to focus on, but at least it is working how it is supposed to. And so is the bore. So that is good, but the only thing that's not working is it's not actually flipping the sprite renderer on. It's not flipping to face the direction of travel. So let's see why that is. And I think I know why, because rigid body, we have that, but it's not working as it needs to. So we don't, okay, that's a bit complicated. It's not complicated, but we don't really need to do that because we know we've already got the direction of travel in this direction right boolean. So instead of doing this, we can simply go if direction is equal to right, then flip it needs to be false, I think, or the other way. We'll check now. Else if not direction right, true. So let's see if that works. So let that build up. Hopefully this works, and we can move on to the next thing. So if we go to the bore, let's select. So that is facing the right direction now, and then it rotates. That's great to see, and then it rotates again. Okay, that's great. Is the spider working? Nope, it's still getting stuck. So okay, because I know why. So let's figure out this. So it needs to be at a y value of at least minus 0.1 maybe. Yeah, we'll say minus 0.1. So let's go ahead and save that. Minus 0.11. So that should work now. Okay, so he's moving from left to right perfectly, and he's also rotating. So great, that is our enemies done. For now, we need to add in the collision with the character later, so that when he does collide with our character, he actually kills him and sends him straight back to the beginning of the scene. So we've done that movement for the two enemies, make the enemies flip direction. We've done enable player to pick up coins. Add spin animation. Okay, we can do that. Make coin move up before it's destroyed. Start the collision with the enemies. So, okay. So this stream is almost at an hour and a half. So I think what we'll do is we will save that. We will save the rest of our checklist for the next episode, I think, and we might have to stretch this out to a 4-episode series. We'll see how we get things done in the next episode. But yeah, for now let's just go ahead and save our project. just so that we don't lose anything. These are all saved, and then just to be safe, we're gonna go ahead and commit this to GitHub, just so we don't lose anything. So all our changes are here. What did we do today? Today we did some animations, so let's go copy that, put that there. So let's go added enemies, finished. Finished setting up the scene, added in the scene animations, made, can't type again, made the enemies move, made the enemies move between 2 points. What else do we do? I think that's it. So yeah, that's fine for now. That's pretty much all we did today. So let's go ahead and commit that to our main branch, and push that to the origin. So that will do that in the background. So let's have a look. So in the next series, we'll work on the coins and allowing the player to pick up the coins and keeping a record of how many coins they picked up. We'll also add in some animation to the coins. We'll start working on some music and some like pickup sounds, so when the player picks up a coin, it will play like a one-shot sound. And then we need to also work on the collisions with the enemies and booting the player all the way back to the start of the scene once they collide with an enemy because they've died. So we'll try and get all of that done in the same episode as the game UI and the game state, because that shouldn't take long. So yeah, I think that for now, that is about it for today. Let's go ahead and close that. We have saved all of that, so we can close that. So yeah, but yeah, for now that is everything for today. I just want to thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I forgot already, but from I think next week or after this series at least, I'm going to be starting a like a one game a week series where we'll work on one game in a week and try and get it done, so that way it's going to be something new every week, which should be a little bit fun, so we're not always working on the same project. The games will be fairly small, fairly easy games, because you can't really make a big game in a week. But yeah, and in the future these streams will be done live, so we just need to build up an audience so there's actually people to watch the live stream. So yeah, that's about it. So if you're interested in that, just subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and turn your notifications on, because you will get notified whenever I go live, which will be very, very soon, hopefully, I hope. But yeah, anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.